Hey, what is up guys? So it's time to do speed comparison between iPhone 7 here and Samsung Galaxy S8. So as you can see, bit of comparison between the design here. We have a metal chassis and glass front in iPhone 7, and in S8 we have the metal chassis, just bezel only holding these two front and back glass here. As you can see how thin the side it is because it has two curved front and back, and as you can see top. iPhone 7 is thin here, so thin, and top is kind of thick a little bit here in S8. So let me just boot this up here. So I have a matte black and midnight black in S8. So 1 2 3. So we have a 5.7-inch versus 4.7-inch. This is LED display in iPhone 7, and in S8 they call Quad HD Plus Super AMOLED display. And sorry about the lighting guys. So as you can see, iPhone 7 does boot faster here. Snapdragon 835 versus A10 Fusion chipset. 4 gigs of RAM versus 2 gigs of RAM in iPhone 7. So simply I'm going to open few apps here, which is starting from App Store. Let me just zoom in so you see it. So you are the judge here. So 1 2 3. As you can see, big delay in S8 after you booting up the phone. iPhone 7 does boot faster, which is application load faster. So second is a setting application. 1 2 3. Again delayed in S8 here. A Twitter application. 1 2 3. S8 does load faster the application here, and as you can see, bit of difference color here. Bright blue, I mean light blue here, and a bright blue here. Yeah, I think the brightness, that's the reason. Temple 1 2 here. 1 2 3. And I'm going randomly here, so it does load faster here. It's still S8 loading. So as you can see, a bit of comparison between the display. Then the Instagram here. 1 2 3. Does load faster than S8 here. Then the iPhone 7. Subway Surfer 1 2 3. So as you can see, big difference between the loading and the color detail here in these two display. iPhone 7 does load faster. As you can see, the ground, big difference. Let me just play a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. Big color difference between those two display. So next I'm going to open two browser app, which is one is Wikipedia, another one is a Samsung website and the Apple website from the Apple. So 1 2 3. Does load faster. As you can see, the color difference as well. I got kind of grayish white versus light white here. I mean dark white there. So Apple from Apple website, Samsung from Samsung website. So 1 2 3. I delayed here, but still does load faster. Samsung website, as you can see, everything load faster here. So let me run the Geekbench here. I'm going to run Geekbench 4 and both the devices here. So 1 2 3. Does load faster here. As you can see, all the detail written over there. I got 2 gigs of RAM versus 4 here. It's 3.29 GB and 1.19 gigahertz. I mean 90 gigahertz and 2.34 gigahertz over there. So let me just run the Geekbench here. So 1 2 3. They did start at the same time. So I'll catch you after it finish. So as you can see, iPhone 7 does finish faster here. Single core 3497, multi-core 5983, but still S8 is a 4 GB RAM. Still loading here. It's imagine it's a 2 versus 4 gigs of RAM, but does iPhone beat the S8? We're going to check it out after we finish. So let me catch you after back it finish here. So as you can see, 1834 single core in S8 and 6085 in multi-core, but still single core beat by iPhone 7 here, multi-core beat by S8 here. As you can see, 6085 versus 5983 here. If you compare to the S8 Plus, it is a big switch because I didn't say in S8 Plus, but they have the same uh, software and everything. As you can see, a little bit higher here. Snapdragon 835 on both, which is A10 Fusion chip. So it's a small difference here, as you can see it. So guys, let me know what you're thinking about this little speed comparison between iPhone 7 versus S8 here. So we have 2016 versus 2017, but still iPhone 7 does hold pretty well because it has the A10 Fusion chipset versus Snapdragon 835. So yeah guys, that's it for this video. I'll catch you next one. Peace out.